because there are so many things happening right now in my life, and I wanted to share them all with you. I know that a lot of you followed me on my trip to the Czech Republic, and I have to tell you, it was just one of the most incredible experiences of my life. It was a trip with adventures, running through the city of Prague, trying to get to places on time and not having the ability to do that. It was full of incredible women and men who accompanied us on this trip. And everybody just had a love and a passion for beads. And it was an environment that I've never been involved with before. I'm kind of a little bit of a rebel and a lone wolf, and I haven't really spent a lot of time in the bead world. And so this trip was a real eye opener for me with a lot of bead lovers. We had John, who organized the trip, and he was a bead distributor for many years. Super knowledgeable, very insightful man. I picked his brain as much as possible. Jill Wiseman, who was she's been around the bead industry forever. She's one of the pioneers of YouTube videos and tutorials on how to make beaded jewelry, which is something I've never really gotten into. You guys kind of know that I dabbed my toe into it for a little while, but I didn't dive in head first because it just wasn't my thing. But I did enjoy taking some workshops with her and Jules. Jules Avalera was another one. Oh, just an angel. I just absolutely adore those two women. They were generous and kind and, like, super knowledgeable about the industry. Both of them have been in the industry for a very long time, and they offered their guidance and answered questions for me, and just really, really embraced me into this bead world. I was saying I got to do some workshops with them, and that was interesting. Jill tried to teach me peyote stitch, and this was as far as I got. And I made this little pendant, very proud of myself, right? Except that, to be honest with you, it was supposed to be 12 sides to make the whole project. And I got through 2, and I was very honest with Jill. I told her that I would probably not be finishing this project if I didn't finish it in class. So tell me what I can do with 2 triangles instead of the 12 that we were supposed to be making, because this is kind of where it ends. And she understood, and she was wonderful and showed me how to make this beautiful pendant, which is a 12th of how immaculate and incredible it would have been had I completed the whole project. But it was a little kind of out of my wheelhouse. I did do an incredible project with Jules on the loom, and I had a good time with the loom. I have to say I enjoyed that more than the peyote stitch. And I made a hat band, so I'll be showing you guys the hat sometime, probably my next show. I'll have that put together and be able to show that to you. So thank you, Jules, and thank you for Jill for trying to convert me and for teaching me your skills. They did not convert me, though. I have to say that the way I do mosaics and work with beads, I think, is so much easier than the way they do it. And it just made me laugh because everybody was like, "Oh, are you a convert now?" And these women showed up with the most incredible jewelry that they had made, and it was just really fabulous. And I said no, but now I have a whole group of women who can make jewelry for me, and I'll supply the beads if you want, but don't ask me to supply the labor because that's just not my thing. So, but that was incredible. The bead factories were amazing, and I hope that you have had the chance to follow along in my social media posts with the little segments of the bead tours, the factory tours that we were able to take. And I mean, talk about amazing. Like, I could not believe what a manual process the whole thing was. It really blew me away how many people are involved in this process. I really thought that it was going to be a lot more, just a lot more computer and and factory made. But it wasn't. It was a lot of hands-on work and hard work, and they have been doing it kind of the same way for a very, very long time. The Czech people were kind of the pioneers of bead making, and it's still a huge part of their culture. And I was incredibly fascinated and blown away by the work that they put into creating the beads that we use. And I have such an appreciation for the beads now that I didn't have in the past. So I apologize if I ever made a bead feel inferior to anything else, but they deserve some respect because these people work very, very hard, sometimes under what I think are not great conditions because it's a very repetitive type of job. But it was fabulous. If you ever want to go on the trip and you ever have the opportunity to go, I encourage you to do it, because even if you're not a complete bead fanatic, it's such a learning experience that you won't be able to pass it up. I mean, it's just fabulous. And the group of women that were in the group, we all got along. We all became friends. I've got a few of them coming to my studio in August to do a workshop to learn how to do bead mosaics. So I might make some converts out of them instead of them making me a convert. So we'll see how that we'll see how that goes with them. But it was just a fabulous trip. The Czech Republic is a beautiful country. I felt safe everywhere. It was clean, very clean, as a matter of fact, better than a lot of other places that I've been. The architecture was incredible. So you guys know that I have an architectural background. So I was looking at buildings, looking in buildings, at buildings, just really soaking up the architecture and loving every minute of that. So architecture and jewelry, my two bailiwicks, and I was just a happy, happy girl. It was a long trip. The jet lag really kicked my butt on the way back. I took about 3 days to acclimate back, because 10 hours is a long time to screw your body up, but well worth it. And I will definitely go back. And I actually spoke to them about doing workshops when I go next time. So instead of just doing jewelry making workshops, that we do bead mosaic workshops instead. So maybe that'll happen in the future. And if it does, I will make sure to let you guys know so that you can join us. Some of the fun things that happened when I went to the Preciosa factory, they do not allow cameras in the Preciosa factory. They did not allow us to film or take pictures of anything. So that was a little disappointing because they actually make all the glass for all the bead factories all over the Czech Republic. So I wish I could have shared that with you. But their head of marketing, who was our tour guide, actually recognized me and follows me on social media. So it was really cool to have a fan kind of pull me aside and ask about my work and want her picture taken with me. So thank you, social media. Yay. That they recognize me at Preciosa, and I would love to work with them in the future. Such a great company, just really incredible. And they're located in the mountains, a little town out in the middle of the mountains, and it's just fantastic. So that happened. And like I said, I had meetings with Jill and Jewel and John, and we talked about business, a lot of different aspects of the bead business. And I'm going to talk to you about that in just a second. I'm trying to think of anything else that happened on the trip, other than just really fabulous times with fabulous people in a beautiful country that everybody should take the time to visit, and go outside of Prague, because Prague was really great, a little bit expensive. The rest of the country is beautiful. And we were in Jablanek, which is a city in northern Czech Republic near the Polish border. So we got to see a lot of the countryside, and it's just a really spectacular country. So that being said, like I said, if you get a chance to go. If we do arrange a trip with Bead Mosaics, I will let you know about that as well. But I want to let you know about some other things that are happening, because there's a lot of stuff going on now. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I haven't been in the studio as much, which is why I haven't been posting as many videos of my working for you. And that's actually been like the last 2 months. So, kind of what I have been working on is for you guys. And it includes a lot of different things. One is revitalizing the YouTube channel. So, some of you are aware that we have a YouTube channel dedicated to bead mosaics, and there are about 30 tutorials on there of work that I've done in the past and passing on my techniques to everybody. We are revising that, and we've already renamed and added descriptions to all of the existing videos that are there, and I'm expanding and adding more and more videos onto that. I'm actually doing a whole series right now on the bead factory tours that I took. So you'll be able to see a more extensive version of what you saw on social media that kind of goes through the whole process step by step. So those videos are actually, there's a couple that are already posted, and I've got a few more that are coming in the next week or so. So the YouTube channel is being revised. I am also I have a whole list of new videos that I want to create for you with different topics like working with the craft foam, and I already did the one on the glue, and working with different types of beads. I mean, I have just a whole list literally with about 25 different things that I want to do for you guys. So in the next few months, that is a priority for me. And I will be getting those videos out as they come. So look for a new video at least once a week, if not twice a week, on the YouTube channel. Also, we have some new kits that are coming out. And some of you on the Bead Mosaic group saw that I was kind of testing some of them on you, trying to get some feedback. I love to get your input. You guys are so insightful, and you are the customer. So I listen to your suggestions and take your feedback and do what I can to accommodate. So I get a lot of requests for the kits. They've been really popular. I'm starting to sell the kits at the shows now. So if you know where I'm going to be in your city and you want a kit, you're welcome to come down and pick one up. I'm going to have the kits with me, and I will also have finished versions of all the kits with me so you can see the actual, what it's going to look like. And so I'll have those, but they're also still available online. And some of the new kits that we have coming out. So one of them is the one that you guys helped me with, and that is this beautiful dolphin design. And so this is 2 dolphins playing in the water in the surf. I don't know if you can see that with the light. I'm trying to. Anyway, and then the sky, we ended up doing the 2-color because everybody loved the orange and yellow. So the sky actually transitions from yellow to orange, and it just gives that big pop of color. So this piece is going to be available. You can order it now, but it won't be shipping until June 1st. I'm waiting to get the printables from the marketing company that puts these together, because I actually do have a professional company that works with me on putting together all the deliverables and making sure the instruction sheets are very professionally looking and that kind of stuff. So this is going to be shipping June 1st, but you can place orders for it now. And then another one that we have coming out is kind of one of my favorites, and this is a saguaro cactus. This is called Desert Sentinel. And, you know, I've been doing so much in the desert lately that I love the desert. I just do. Ever since we moved here, I've just really gotten a passion for the desert. So this is kind of a nighttime scene in a way, with the dark blue sky and the dark mountains. But this is Desert Sentinel, and the saguaro cactuses are always kind of watching over everybody. And so this is a new one. Both of these are 8x10. Again, they will begin shipping on June 1st. We have a lot of it ready, just waiting for the printables from the marketing company. So these will be out soon, but you can see them on the website. And then another thing that we're starting to do that I think is really fun is that we are going to be doing limited edition kits. So, you know, we have some of the Steadfast patterns that are in place, and they will remain in place. But I also wanted to offer you some special things. And so this is one of them, this pink butterfly. And oh my gosh, the lighting is terrible. You guys can't even see it. Let me see if I can get this better. Anyway, it's beautiful. It's pink. It's pink all over the place. And I think the Instagram people can see it better than the Facebook people for some. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit better light on it. So these pink butterflies are limited edition. I only have a certain number of the beads for them, and that's what makes them limited edition. So it's the same pattern as the other one, but if you want the pink colorway, then get it soon, because it's not going to last. And once I'm out of these beads, that's all I've got. But it is also listed on the website, and we'll be shipping June 1st, because again, I'm waiting on the marketing people for that. So that kind of leads into my next announcement, which is a bigger announcement. And that is that we now have a separate website for the kits and also supplies for Bead Mosaic. So my Sabrina Frey art website has been fabulous, but the kits kind of didn't belong there in a way, and it was confusing for some people. But I want to make sure that all of you who want to do this and try it yourself get your needs met, and you can do what you want to do. So what we did was we came up with your own website. It's called beadmosaic.com. And this website has the kits on it, but it also has a section with supplies. And I'm going to tell you about the supplies because I'm super excited. And this has taken me a couple of months to put together. So I had to put together an entirely new website, transfer product over, and also do all kinds of other things. So anyway, when you go to the beadmosaic.com website, there is a section to shop for kits. There's a section to shop for supplies. There's a section that tells you about me, but you guys already know about me, so don't worry about it. And then there's examples of what you can do. But there's also, when you're at the top, you can shop, but then there's also some stuff with partners and affiliates. So this is the link to the glue pen, direct link to their website with a discount code for you so that you can get that at a reduced price. I am working with several other vendors. I have been on the phone and sending emails for 2 months, working on a lot of different facets of this website. And one of the things that I want to do is to give you guys a one-stop shop to buy anything Bead Mosaic. So if you want to get the kits, great, they're in there. But if you're beyond the kits and you have your own beads, your own ideas, you want to just do, then the other supplies are here. The only thing that I'm not going to be carrying are the beads. There's so many bead suppliers out there, and that's just something that I can't get into. So I encourage you to use your local bead supplier. But for the things that they don't carry, that's where you're going to come to us and be able to find it all in one place, which is really exciting, because I know a lot of you live in places where it's hard to find the craft foam, or it's hard to find backer boards, or the glue. You know, there's all kinds of things, and retail stores are closing down. I just read today that Michael's is closing a lot of their stores, and so it's hard to find these things sometimes. So beadmosaic.com is the website. And another thing that is going to be happening, so I'm working with several other companies to get affiliate partnerships with them. So you're going to need to check back often, because this is changing all the time and these relationships are solidifying as we speak. But there's also going to be input and information in here from other Bead Mosaic artists. So I have a list of who these people are, because I stalk them, and I have contacted many of them because I've gotten to be friends with them and talk to them about them producing YouTube videos to put on the YouTube channel so you can learn other techniques. I know that I'm not the only bead mosaic artist out there, and that my techniques are my own techniques, and they work for some projects, but not for others. So I've talked to Rachel Young, and I've talked to Alina Idell, and there's some other people that I've been having conversations with, and I want them to be involved. And their links to their websites and information will also be on this website. And so it's going to be a great resource for all things bead mosaic, not just Sabrina bead mosaic stuff. And so you're going to have to keep looking on here, but that'll be under partners and affiliations. And then under the process, there is a place called resources. And resources, this is so great because it has direct links to the YouTube channel, but it also has all of the freebie cheat sheet things that I put together for you. So on this screen, you're going to be able to get the beginner's guide to beads, the glue guide, tips and tricks for getting started. Like, what are my tips and tricks for you to get started? You know, instructions for doing things. So this is a resource that's available to you. There's no cost for you on this. But it's a one-stop shop for that. We are also, in the future, we are working on patterns that you don't have to buy the kit for, but they're going to have measurements of beads for you. They're going to have all of the things that you would need to do it yourself so that you know how many beads to buy and you can anticipate what you're going to need to do. So the patterns are going to be available soon. They are, again, with the marketing people, and they are getting those to me. So as soon as I get some of those, I will get them up for you. But I'm super excited about that. And some of the other things that we are carrying on there, one is something you guys have been asking me for a very long time, and I have hesitated doing it, although I put the recipe out there for you. The glue is now going to be offered pre-mixed. So I showed a picture one day of my husband and I. We were mixing glue, literally. We bought all the equipment to do it, and this is the 8-ounce size. We got a 16-ounce and a 32-ounce. Super easy. You just shake it up, you pour it in the bottle, and you go with it. I wanted to make that as easy as possible so you didn't have to worry about measuring and what type of water to use and how much do I put in there and all of this stuff. So we are now selling the glue, and it's called Sabrina Skinny Glue, which I know sounds kind of funny, but it's a really thin glue if you've ever used it before. So it's kind of a play on words. But Sabrina Skinny Glue is now available on the Bead Mosaic website. So that's really exciting because, like I said, you guys have been asking me for that for years. Another thing that is available on there in the supply section is backer boards. And I get a lot of questions about this as well because these can be hard to find. So I don't ever recommend that you use canvas for this because it absorbs too much water and they'll warp, and a lot of people have issues with that. So what we are offering is, I found, and this has been a long time in the making, a supplier of the backer boards, and this is MDF. It's 8-inch MDF, and it's white on one side, so you don't have to prime it. You can just draw your design and get to work on it right away. It's prepped for you. It's very sturdy, stiff stuff, and we sell it in 4 sizes. So this is a 6x6. We've got 8x10 and 9x12, which is pretty popular for people. And then we also go up to an 11x14. After this, sorry guys, you're on your own, because this is kind of as big as we can cut it and ship it as well. But we're selling these in 3 packs and 10 packs. So like I said, they are ready for you to go, and you don't have to go searching for, is this canvas board going to work? Is it going to warp? Is it going to cut when I try to cut something to it? Will it hold the beads? A lot of issues with canvas is that the beads are heavy and they weigh, and then they fall off later on when you have flex in the canvas. So backer boards are on there. We also have the craft foam as well in white and black. So you can get packages of that. You can also get the glitter. I found a supplier, and all of these I've been working on with these suppliers. So I have direct wholesale relationships with them so I can keep the prices very competitive. So we have black glitter, silver glitter, and gold glitter right now. I'm working on getting some other colors as we speak, but those are sold in, I think, 3 packs or something like that, maybe more. I'm not really sure. But anyway, it's on the website. So beadmosaic.com has everything you need to make your own products, your own bead mosaics. And I hope that you will post them on the Facebook group because those people are doing amazing, amazing things on the Facebook group. There's over 14,000 people in that group now. It just blows my mind. And everybody is just creating really, really amazing stuff. So I just want to help you guys. I want to help you to create what you want to create and give you the tools necessary. And the YouTube channel, again, is a really great resource. I also encourage you to spread the word. Tell your local bead supplier about it. Get them to spread the word, because I hate to say that the bead industry is dying out, but it kind of is. From what I understand, 10 years ago, there were 5 times the amount of bead stores as there are now. And I know we all kind of struggle with, oh, the local bead store closed down. Well, if they could sell more beads, they'd stay open. Let's help them do that. So tell them about beadmosaic.com. Encourage them to tell their other customers about it. And let's save the industry. Let's use up beads. We like to use up beads. Let's do that. So so that's coming. Well, that's in place. That's already in place, you guys. Like I said, I've been working on this for 2 months straight. Another thing with the website that I'm working on, and this is going to go with the Facebook group too, is that I'm working with some affiliate partners to get sponsorships for competitions, to give you guys some great prizes and encourage people to compete with their work, to get their work out there, to help you guys get some exposure. And I'm working with these partners, and as these relationships are solidified, I will announce them. But I'm looking at some great prizes, and I think it's just going to be really great. I mean, we're kind of, coming up in the world. We're still new, but I want to try to really encourage everybody to be creative and do everything they can to to just do your work, do your thing, find your happy place, and share it with the world. So those are coming up. That's some of those relationships and sponsorship things for the competitions. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm working with other artists to get new videos with new techniques posted, and get that up and running. And I will be putting pictures of their artwork with links to their websites so that you can see other styles and see what else is going on in the world, because there's some really, really incredible stuff out there. I also am posting, there's an event section on the website, and that is going to have events where you can go and see bead mosaics in person. No matter how many times you see them online, it is not the same thing. I had a wonderful fan of ours, Michelle Como, she's all over the group and everything. She came to one of my shows this last weekend and was just blown away at how different they looked in person than she's been watching me for years and seen it online, but had never seen it in person. So if you get the opportunity to go see one in person, do it. They're worth it. And support these other artists who are doing this, because I'm not the only one doing it. So I'm going to encourage you. Let me know if you have an event going on. Post it into the Facebook group and let me know, and I'll post it onto the website so that other people will know, and we can spread the word for each other. Some other things, what else is going on? We're going to have certain supplies that are kind of hard to find. One that I have on there now, these little scoopers have become the craziest, hardest things to find. Now, I don't know why they stopped making them or what, but I found some. And let me tell you, I got these suckers out of Canada, and I scoured every place in the United States. So if you have been looking for these little guys, now this little gray set is my personal set, but they're pink ones, which are the more popular ones, are on the website. I have a very limited supply. So if you want some, go ahead and check it out and get your order in right away. Cause once they're gone, like that's it. I don't know why they're not making them anymore. The website also we have a direct relationship with Aleene's for their glues. And if you watched my adhesive video, you saw some really great stuff like this ready to use tacky glue, which I love. This sit upside down, and also the super thick stuff. Like, how many of you have used this yet? It's awesome. So we carry that, and I'm thinking that that's getting down to it. It's just been a crazy couple of months. I mean, the whole 6 weeks leading up to me leaving for the Czech Republic was full of online. I don't think I've sat down so much in such a long period of time, because I was online every day, all day, working on building this website, sending out emails, getting relationships established. I am working on finding a supplier who cuts the craft foam for you. So I sell the sheets now, they're whole, but I'm having a really hard time finding somebody who can cut them as thin as I do. And that's been a big challenge. So I have been working on that for 2 months, and it's, but I will prevail, because I'm not one for giving up. So it might take me a little bit longer, but I will prevail. I will find you a supplier for that. So that's in the works. What else is there? I think that's about it. But, just be patient with me. I've got a lot of shows coming up. Summer is here. Summer is my busy show season. So I have a local show fundraiser event going on this weekend in Minden. It's a Gardnerville Hot Air for Hope event. So if you are in the South Lake Tahoe area, we would love to see you on Saturday. Then I have Eugene, Oregon. Oh no, Spokane. Sorry. Spokane, Washington. I will be in Spokane, Washington in June, first weekend in June. Would love to see you guys there. It's my first Washington show, so I hope I do really well, because I want to go back, and I'm really excited to go up and see Spokane. After that, I have Utah, Salt Lake City. I'll be doing the Salt Lake City show at the end of June, middle of June, 20 something or other. I'll be in Salt Lake City. And then after that, I will be in Colorado for 5 weeks in July. So starting, I think it's the 7th and 8th, I will be in, where do I start? Steamboat Springs, then Dillon, then Cheeseman Park in Denver. Then I do Telluride, and then Beaver Creek. So I have a really busy summer in Colorado. And then I come back, and I'll be doing a few shows here locally in South Tahoe, one in Reno, the Reno International Tahoe Art Show, and then Candy Dance in Genoa. I'll be there. That's actually down the street from my house. So if you're in South Tahoe in September, make sure you come to Rita and come to Candy Dance as well. And then I'll be heading down to Albuquerque for the Balloon Festival again this year. So super crazy busy schedule. I will be in the studio. I will be working in the studio. I've got commissions still to do. My schedule has been really heavy commissions recently, and but I'm getting them done. And I have a lot of new projects in the works. I don't know if I can give you guys a peek, but you saw the blue feet that I posted. So that's a fun commission that I'm working on. But then I've got so much stuff back here. I can't even, like, desert scenes and flowers and cats. I have a cat. You guys have been waiting for me to do a cat. I have a cat now. A raccoon. He's coming up. So there's a lot of really good projects coming up. I just slowed down in the studio for a little while to be able to bring you guys these supplies. And I'm really, really excited for you that this is coming to life. I feel like I'm birthing again. It's been 22 years since I gave birth, and I feel like I'm doing it all over again. But I really wanted to get you guys what you need and kind of get you that supply chain that has never been there before. But make sure you keep an eye out on the website and keep an eye out for announcements, because like I said, these affiliation relationships I have that I'm working on are super exciting, and they're going to be great things for you guys to be able to take advantage of. And but I didn't want to hold back on making the announcement until those were done, because it's the corporate world, things happen. But either way, those are coming up. Don't forget about the new kits that are coming out. If you want to place the orders for them, I am taking pre-orders, and they will be shipping on June 1st. Anything else? I'm looking at some comments. I haven't gotten a whole lot of comments from people. Somebody mentioned exploring Pirate Ship for shipping, and yes, I have. That is who I use for my shipping. They're great. If you guys have if you want reduced price shipping, go to Pirate Ship, because it costs a lot less. And that's how I can keep my shipping prices as low as I do. And I really do not make a dime on shipping. I can tell you that, I recycle all the boxes, so I don't have to buy boxes, because I don't want you guys to have to pay for that kind of stuff. So Pirate Ship is a great shipping company. I've also heard that stamps.com does really well. I was kind of thinking about checking them out, but Pirate Ship is my go-to on that. And yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else, any other questions. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to post it on here. This live stream is going to be posted on YouTube as well as Facebook and Instagram. So you can kind of revisit it from there if you missed the beginning part where I made some announcements and talked about my trip to the Czech Republic. And if you have questions, guys know how to get a hold of me. You can message me, you can email me. I'm all over the place. Sabrina Frey Art is still very much going strong. We didn't get a lot of Mother's Day sales. It was a bit slow for Mother's Day, which I'm kind of weird. I don't know. But Father's Day is coming up. Don't forget to check on there for Father's Day, because I do have a lot of fathers who are fans and they would love to have a piece. And we've got a lot of new designs. If you guys haven't checked it out lately, there are a lot of new designs, and some of them I haven't even had a chance to post publicly for you yet. So check out on there for the new work that I have done. But I will let you guys get back to your evening. Thank you for joining me. And I hope that you will go to beadmosaic.com, check it out, enjoy it. Let me know if you have any events. Let me know if you have an artist that you want me to talk to and see about featuring some of their work on there, and whatever. Like, I'm open to anything. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you guys later. Bye.